Good morning, everyone. It's Lori Staley, Addicted Stamper with Stampin' Up. It is Tuesday, June 18th at 10 a.m., so it is time for Coffee and Cards Creativity Delivered Edition. If you are on, give me a shout out. Let me know that you're here with me. I am going to go see if I can find a view that lets me see your comments. So far this morning, it tried to tell me I can't go live, which we all know I can. And now it's not letting me see your comments. So I'm going to switch up my view here. If I can. It says I'm here, but it's not showing me anything. All right, I'm going to give you a minute to find me. It's been a minute since I've been on, unfortunately. And I've got my coffee with me, as you can see. Let's not spill it on the pretty cards, right? Hopefully some of you will find me. And we'll give it just a minute and then we're going to jump right in. And I'll explain why I've been absent in case you don't follow me over on Facebook. You may not know what's been happening. I'm always amazed, since I use Zoom to go live, how much of a delay there is between when I show or do something and when it actually shows up to all of you. But well, we're going to go ahead and start. Hopefully some of you will find me as you come in. The pretty cards laying in front of me are June's Just Cards. Just Cards is the class that I offer every month. It's always 5 different cards. Basically, they're mostly designed with designer paper and die cutting, so that you can add any greeting that you would like to it. The cost to purchase the class outright is $20 plus the postage if you're long distance of $4. Or you can earn it for free with a minimum $45 product order on my website using the monthly host code that you see right here. When you bump your order to $60 in product, using that code, you're also going to get a free pack of the transparent dot embellishments. And you'll use some of those on your kit, and then you'll have lots more left over to play with as you do your own creations. So this offer expires at the end of the month, and then there's a new offer starting in July. And if you're local, there is an in-person class that you can do. It's the second Wednesday of every month at 3 p.m. So I believe that makes it July 10th for July. For the June cards, we always do them the following month. You have the video to watch if you're long distance. And again, we just ask for $4 to assist with the postage. Okay, so there's that. And then just to give you a little explanation while I show you what Creativity Delivered looks like, I have retinopathy, and I had a pretty major bleed in my left eye. It'll be 2 weeks ago on Friday. And just within the last 2 days, I would say I'm starting to have some middle of the road vision. Not back to where we'll hopefully get to, but not as bad as it was. So that's why I haven't been live, because I couldn't have seen to stamp with all of you. That wouldn't have been fun. But anyway, so that's why I've been absent, and my apology for that if you watch me regularly. Creativity Delivered is going to focus on this fun masculine paper, a 6x6 pack of silver paper. That is a half a pack of the regular. So it's one sheet cut into 4 6x6 designs. 4 6x6 sheets. I'm a little rusty apparently, huh? And then you're going to also get the Industrial Trinkets, a full package of those. And of course, they're meant to go this way because they're meant to look like bolts or whatever that you would use to put a plane together. But the other side's really pretty too. And there's no saying you can't use the other side, right? So that's what you get. Plus, you're going to get enough supplies to make 2 of each of the 4 cards that I have here. Hey, Deborah, good morning. Thanks for joining me. So if you've been looking for masculine cards, this is a great class to pick up. The cost is $35 plus $9 postage for priority shipping. The 12 by 12 will not be cut down. So you'll have full 12 by 12 sheets. It is a full pack, if I didn't mention that, of the paper. And then again, 2 of each of the cards, along with the PDF and this video to assist you when you're putting the projects together. So this is what we're going to be doing today. And I'm going to lay this aside so it doesn't get messed up. And you will have a brand new pack of trinkets. I'm going to use my trinkets today to craft with you all. So what has everybody been up to? Hey, Debbie, good morning, good morning. How's that floor coming, woman? Debbie's busting up her ceramic flooring to lay new flooring. So this one is a little bit of a fun fold, as in that it is a bookbinding card. And that's one of my favorite fun folds because it's quick and it's easy. And it's always a little surprise to the recipient because it just looks like a regular card front. Hi, Melinda. Oh, thank you for hopping on, Melinda. Because I did forget. See, it's been those 2 weeks. These were the cards that we made together last time, right? Using, I believe it was the Unbounded Beauty, Unbounded Love. And Melinda, you were the winner. So congratulations. Thanks so much for watching. And if you would do me a favor and private message me your address, I will try to get these in the mail for you before I leave tomorrow night. So I have a retreat down at the Cozy Craft Nest in Gettysburg. That's my retreat house that I have now. And so I'll be going away. And I won't be back till next Monday. But I'll try to get those in the mail for you. All right, so easy. The paper comes scored for you, so you don't even have to stress about that. We're going to use a piece of the Designer Series paper as our focal image. So this is going to be a quick and easy card with a minimal amount of stamping. You are welcome, my friend. All right. So we're going to pop that on there. And you will forgive me, hopefully, if it's not all centered and pretty, because again, I'm basically focusing with one eye and the other one's kind of just there hanging out with a little bit of color. I can see the dark colors. All right, so we laid that on there. That is not how I usually roll because I usually like to stamp first, but I'm a little bit off my game. All right. Thank you, Deborah, for sharing. I appreciate that. We're going to go ahead and stamp. Hope your birthday is wonderful. And I'm going to hope that it's somewhat straight. And then we're going to take one of those cute, smaller airplane images from Adventurous Sky. And you will need the stamp set and dies to create the class. Might be something you already own, or what a great time to pick it up because it is still available. I know some of our bundles have sold out, but the bundle's still available and it's another 10% off. So originally 10% off for a bundle, and we're giving another 10% off during the month of June. So you could pick this up and then grab the class and you'll have the whole everything you need to create the projects. I'm out of practice. I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper because we're going to put the plane in there in copper clay, but I'm going to off stamp it. I have to do it. Yeah, I'm going to off stamp it twice so that I get a lighter version of the plane behind here. Perfect. Look at that. So it just adds a little more interest to the project. And then we're going to grab the 2023-2025 jute trim and color jute trim. And this was the perfect little accent on here. So right now. Thank you guys for sharing. I really appreciate that. It does help so much when you comment and you share. And of course, thumbs up and subscribe and, you know, all those fun things that we do. All right, we're going to run this around here twice. Basically, I'm using it to cover up the edge where the two papers join. I wouldn't think I'd have such a hard time finding things. I did design, or I was live on Facebook last night. That was the first I'd been live over there for a couple weeks too. All right, this is going to go right on our card front. Hey, Thelma. You snuck in there. I did not see you. All right, and then we're going to just take a piece of the designer series paper and use this to highlight the book binding. So while it's a fun fold, it's not anything to stress about. You'll easily be able to create it. And as I said, the paper's scored for you. But what great masculine opportunities we have with this particular set. Not that I don't know some female pilots, because I absolutely do. Yes, I'm good. I'm good. And then I have another little piece of the trim that I'm going to add for the inside layer. Keep that close to the edge. We're gonna grab Hooray for Surprises. Oops. And we want the Make-A-Wish stamp. Well, where's the Make-A-Wish stamp? Can I already pull it out? Well, my Make-A-Wish stamp is not in my kit that I can see anyway. So that's weird. No, that's it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm making up words now. Hey, Pat. Ah, well, cool. Good, 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 good. Yeah, I love it. It's a great masculine set. And it doesn't have to be, I mean, somebody said to me, oh, I don't know any pilots. Well, you can make playing cards for people that aren't pilots, right? They don't have to be a pilot. Maybe they like to travel. Maybe they like to fly. I'm taking a deep breath every time I stamp now. So sad. I am blessed to have the sight I have in my right eye. I will take it. All right. Oh, I got to fix the binding. So let's do that before we mount, because you know I won't get it centered otherwise. So we're just going to add some adhesive. You can use tear and tape in here. Seal Plus would be good for your binding, if you will. And then I'm going to take my bone folder, just give that a good rub. Make sure we have adhesion. You can use liquid glue, whatever your preferred strong adhesive is. Except that this was supposed to go inside. See, it's been a while since I designed these too. All right, have no fear. We can fix this. So remember to put the sheet in, or maybe I'll just make the sheet a little smaller. So you don't have to remember that, since I didn't remember that, right? All right. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. And there it is. There is our first card. We can also add a little plane on the inside if you want. This will be pictured in the instruction sheet. But how cute is that? Okay. All right. So that's the first project. We'll move on to the next one. As I said, there's 4 cards and you make 2 of each. So it's an 8-card class. This one looks a little bit like this, and it's also a fun fold, but it's a little bit of a different fun fold. And the focal is the designer series paper, and then of course our plane. And this card does not open. So this is the opening for the card. You could absolutely put this on the front of a regular card and have it be kind of a 3-tier greeting. The front greeting, the inside, and then something more on the actual inside of an actual full-size card. It is easy to work with. And I love that we have both the die cut images, I should say, as well as the option to stamp. And why not combine them, right? So this is just going to be our card base. This is our 2 layers, Mossy Meadow and Crumb Cake. And it's always nice when you have the PDF as well, because after you make these, if somewhere down the road you're like, oh, I'd love to have another one of those cards. If you have the paper, you've got everything you need, right? Go ahead and layer this piece of crumb cake as well. Because you'll definitely have paper, designer paper left over. You'll definitely have some trinkets left over. You'll definitely have silver paper left over. So you can actually create more cards. Use this for my scrap. All right, so we're going to grab some ink, some balmy blue ink, which is in another kit. So let me grab that. And we're just going to add some clouds to our background. And then a couple smaller clouds. All right. And I like that they have tiny little greetings in the stamp set, so they kind of can tuck in and fit where you need them to. I'm going to use Memento. You could use Mossy Meadow if you wanted to for this. I'm holding my breath every time I stamp. So again, this one, I don't know where my brain was when I was cutting the samples, but apparently not where I needed it to be. Let's see if I have a ruler. Oh, you know what? That was for the inside. Okay, well, we'll grab another piece of white and fix that. This one is for the outside. Try that again. And of course, I already put tape on the back of it. Huh. All right. Wait, need one more of those. Up and to the side. Does anybody already own this bundle? I'm gonna put the lid on it for sure. I'll lay my hand down right in the ink pad. Look how well that fits. If you get the right piece of paper. Hey, Julie. Oh, thanks, Deborah. Hello, Miss Carol. Do you? Good. Good, good, good. Okay. All right. So then this is our DSP, designer series paper. It's a bad habit. And when you score it, when you cut it and then score it, your fold is going to go on the left-hand side. So we're just going to go ahead and get this mounted. And the planes are going every direction, so I don't really consider this a directional piece of paper. or pattern paper that you need to worry about which direction it's going. Okay. And then this is going to get mounted on the inside. And when you do that, you just want to make sure everything's folding over. So I'm going to kind of eyeball it, haha, no pun intended. And we'll mount that. I think it was right about there. Let's see before we press it down. Yeah, that looks good, but I do think something on there is definitely crooked. I think it's the white paper. Well, hello there. Oh my goodness, Fairchild. Wow. Thank you for watching. Get that up so I can try to straighten that out. All right, there we go. I think that's better. Okay, so then I did go ahead and I did die cut the plane out of the Mossy Meadow and the Crumb Cake. So we're keeping those colors all aligned, only blue and the black. And this is just going to layer right over top. I'm going to use some liquid glue. You just got the set. Awesome. If I'm missing your comments, I apologize. I will say that I have slept sitting up the last 2 days, which is not fun. You don't really get good sleep. And I think that has made a huge difference this time. And that because I wasn't doing that. And like I said, it'll be 2 weeks on Friday. And within the last 2 days, I've seen significant improvement from where I was. So there is our cute little plane. I'm going to pop that on with some dimensionals. Not behind the nose though, because the nose hangs out over the opening. And if we put a dimensional behind the nose, we're actually going to seal the card. So when you're putting your dimensionals on, remember, not behind the nose. Yeah, this is a great sale Stampin' Up has right now with the extra 10% off the bundles. It's a great, especially with the new catalog, right? So last month we had the, make sure that's off of there. Last month we had the free shipping day, which was great with a brand new catalog. And now we have the extra 10% off the bundles. That's the other thing you got to watch. That tail has to be angled right. And I actually forgot that until I just mounted it because these were designed several weeks ago. So let's bring it more at an angle, right? There, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then this piece is just going to, I'm going to recut that piece since I stamped the wrong stuff and has happy birthday on it, the happy birthday from the stamp set itself. And then we're going to use that silver paper and cut out a couple of the propellers. And again, I'm going to grab my fine tip glue. Glue is a contrary thing. Now I just used you. Oh, this will be fun. Okay, I got it. If I close the left eye, the right eye vision becomes cleaner. Well, it went down through fine, but I'm not going to get any glue out. So You know what I'm going to trying to do there, right? I'm trying to say, put your propeller on there. And then it's going to look like that once you put your embellishments on. We're going to call that one a problem child for me. Oh, shoot. And I do need glue. So let's see if I can fix this quickly. Okay, well, the tip is now down inside the glue bottle. So this might be a dead product for me. Oop, there we go. We got glue. Okay, so we'll be able to very carefully apply this. There we go. We just want a little dot right on that nose. Here we go. We're going to grab those embellishments. Now, the embellishments are not adhesive backed, so you will need some glue dots to be able to make them stick to your card, or you can use your adhesive, your liquid glue. But I tend to be a glue dot girl when it comes to something like this. And we can just press that down on there, peel it off. And maybe you decide you just want to use one. I haven't tried to weigh these to see what they weigh up at with the heavier embellishments on. All right, there we go. There's project number 2. I made it look a lot harder than it is. Trust me. I'm going to leave those out because we're going to use them again. All right, project number 3. Project number 3 looks like this one. So I used the Countryside Corner dies for the grading and the silver with the embossing folder. Okay. But we don't have a large enough die to cut that basic white. So they will be cut for you, but I'm going to show you just in case you want to recreate it. And I think it'll be easier if you see it than just having the instructions typed up, right? So it's just a regular 4 1/4 by 5 piece of basic white cardstock. And we're going to line up in our paper trimmer. Now, if you're a good eyeballer, you can eyeball this. Again, no pun intended, I am not. Okay, so top left corner is going to be lined up at the 1/2 inch mark to the left of the paper track. And then the bottom right or bottom left corner is going to be lined up at 2 1/4. So it's not hard. And then we're going to cut. And then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So line up at a 1/2 inch on the trimmer on the left-hand side of the track and line up at 2 1/4 at the bottom and cut. Okay. And then I'm going to flip it around. Again, I'm going to line up at the 1/2 inch, or no, I'm not. Yeah, I am. Line up at the 1/2 inch mark. But now the corners that you created, right, from the slice, one corner's lined up at 2 and one corner's lined up at 3. So basically the 2 1/2 mark should be right in the center. This is lined up again at a 1/2. And cut. Flip it and do the same thing. So we will cut these for you. You don't have to go, oh, I'm never going to get that cut right. It's okay. We got you. And I say we because I do have someone that comes and helps me cut, thank goodness. Um, but that's how I did it. So it's 2.5 on this side, the left side. And then when you first start, it's 2.25, and then you just line it up the edges at 2 and 3 to get the opposite end. Just like that. Okay. So now that I have that, I'm going to take my template and I'm going to put this right up here at the top. You'll get one of these as well to do your blending brush with. Let's do it from the back because it's easier potentially to get it centered. Not making any promises today, guys. Yeah, this is not what I thought would cause me issues. All right, I think we're pretty good. Then we're going to go back with the balmy blue and a blending brush. And I'm going to grab that scrap paper back. So I always take my brush in a circular motion on my ink pad and come in off the side. I prefer lighter, to have lighter color that I can come back and add more to if I want to, rather than something that's really dark. And I'm holding my brush so my neck is flexing so that I don't accidentally apply more pressure in one area than the other. And I think that's actually pretty good. I like that. We're going to go with that. I can tell I had re-inked my ink pad in between because this is a lot bluer, but that's okay. Still looks like our sky, right? All right. We're going to grab some clouds that I did go ahead and pre-cut. Got lots of them, more than I need probably. And we're going to do a little bit of adhesive. Okay, I haven't stamped that much, and I just filled that, but it's empty. Yep, it's empty. Let me grab a refill. All right, there we go. That's what we were looking for. The more I look at this, the more I'm wondering if I used Pool Party to do the original. So Pool Party or Balmy Blue will work. And then we're going to do one more down here at the bottom. Just like that. All right. Then we're going to take a piece of scrap and we're going to stamp that large plane in there. I'm going to go ahead and mount this so it doesn't disappear on me. Sorry, guys. We did simple stamping last night and that seemed to go okay, but my apologies. I wish I was there to help you. It sounds like a many person job. Okay. If you're just tuned in and wondering why this woman can't line a piece of cardstock up, it's harder when you only have one eye. Okay, here we go. We're going to mount that to our card base too. While we're doing it, then it doesn't run the risk of vanishing on me. All right, I'm going to lay that aside. We are going to stamp our plane in Night of Navy on the scrap. It's a larger stamp, so I tend to take this to the stamp. I'm going to use this as my scrap because that was the inside piece. Okay. And then I'm also going to blend that. And then we're going to use the dies to cut that out. There's a good amount of dies in this set too. So we'll grab that. And we'll just trim that out. And I always use Post-it note, no matter how well I think I've got it lined up. When it goes through the die cutting machine, it can shift on you. And there's nothing worse than you think you're just about have it and your die cut shifts. That's going to get popped. I definitely used Pool Party on the original. So you can decide which color you like better and do it either way. Here you'll at least get to see the options. I don't put that die away, guaranteed it will disappear on me. Does that happen to anybody else? Do your dies wander off on you? All right. We're going to grab the glue again for the nose of this plane and another propeller. The silver just gives you a great accent, right? Let that dry a little bit. And we've got our tag for down at the bottom. Let's stamp our greeting. I like to play on words. You're the best, plain and simple. PLANE. Okay. Not that one. Fortunately, I cut two. I must have known what I was doing. Try this again. There we go. So what is your favorite bundle in the new catalog? A new bundle that you either have gotten with the special that's running or is on your wish list? Mine, unfortunately, is not available. It's the wildflower. Well, I don't know if it's my favorite, but the one that I wanted was the wildflower. And it's on back row, but it's supposed to be in before the sale is over. So that's always a good thing, right? And don't forget too, folks, that we have the online exclusive store in the store, the online exclusives in the store, and those are part of the sale. So you can grab those bundles. Again, it's just stamps and dies. It does not include stamp and punch bundles, right? But you could grab those as well with the extra 10% discount. And this little cuts that we make the perfect location for our embellishments. Yes, Thelma and I talked about the elf that comes and steals something we just had in our possession 5 seconds ago, right? But somehow they vanished. Okay, and then on the inside, we're going to take our paper and we're going to bring back our scrap. I'm going to stamp I appreciate you, which is from the Thoughtful Wishes. That's the oddball stamp that I think I used. That and the one from Hooray for Surprises, I think it is, for the birthday card. But again, use what you have, unless you really love these stamps, and then yeah, go ahead and add them. And you can add the ink colors that I used and different things to your registration. If you're looking to register for the class, and I know registration's supposed to close soon because this was supposed to be done a week and a half ago. There we go. We just add a little interest with the landscaping stamp across the bottom. Then you will find the registration link below and you can register, and it gives you the option to not only add on the bundle, but also to grab some of the ink colors, etc., that I used. And there we go. There's our third project. So blue, balmy blue or pool party, which one do you like better? Spotlight on Nature. I love that Spotlight on Nature. Country Flowers, that's a good one. I really like the stamps in Spotlight with Nature, but truthfully, I bought it for the dies because those circle dies are amazing. So yeah, so which do you like, the blue or the pool party? Because you'll be able to choose whatever you want when you get it home if you have all the two colors. I don't know. I actually like them both. I'm not sure which one I like better. All right. Last card. Can you believe it? So this one is using copper clay. Okay. We did a little die cutting there. I'm going to have to grab the dies because I didn't see that last night. I just saw it today. But we're going to go ahead and put this one together. This one says, "To my friend, happy birthday." So again, I'm using the happy birthday from the stamp set. And the "To my friend" is in that stamp set as well. Then I need to trim my card base, take that front flap off. We're going to grab that. No, I'm not. I just have to score it because it's like this. Did I score it? I already did. Look at me. All right. Forget the trimmer. We don't need that. So we're going to crease on that fold. We're going to grab another piece. I love the clouds. Didn't go with my color scheme, but that is a fun pattern that's included in the designer series paper. We're going to pop that one here. And, you know, I do take most of my color combinations right from the designer series paper. And oftentimes, if I'm working on designing and I can't pick colors, I'll go to the paper packs, even though I might not be using them. Yeah, I think I like the pool party too. Um, to get some ideas for the color combinations, right? Okay, let's grab our clouds again. Large and our small. Now this I think is definitely balmy blue. So we're going to use that. That up here in the corner. And then put a small one beside it and slightly behind. Okay, and then that happy birthday, we're going to grab that. If Lori can see, to find it. Pull back out our copper clay ink because we used that in the initial card, right? And on here, I'm going to grab my To My Friend stamp. And their happy birthday. He is fast and he likes to take things. Close this one before I lay my hand down in it. Anybody ever do that? Okay. Go ahead and mount that. And you know, those clouds make great little accents on your envelopes, or use your designer series paper to decorate the flaps, whatever you like to do. I am going to go ahead and pop that on there. Again, just adhesive on the left side. So there's 3 simple, easy, fun folds in this class. And I like the more complicated fun folds, but sometimes the simple ones are nice because we don't have to invest a ton of time. And we get to give that to somebody who is going to think even the simplest fun fold is a huge wow for you, right? We're going to stamp that small plane in copper. And yes, I know at one time, especially when the blends first came out, we said, oh, you can only use memento, right? We can only use memento, so just use memento when you're coloring with your blends. But we have learned over time that we can use other colors. We just want to test them first. And this, my friends, might be challenging here, but we're going to try. So I'm using light copper clay. And the body of the plane and around the wheels. And this I don't really have to do because it's done so nicely because we stamped it in the copper. I'm going to try putting the smoky slate on first and see if that helps me. This is light smoky slate. And this is not, again, don't think, oh, this is going to be too hard to color. No, it's not the design of the plane itself. It's all right. So I think now, yeah, now I can see it. Kind of, sort of. I may have just messed this up, but you know what to do. You'll be able to see better than I'm seeing, right? We're going to stop right there. We'll go ahead and color that nose in. Um, and then we're going to grab that smoky flake back and do the wheels. All right, you'll know what to do better than I could do that right now. And we're going to grab our dies again and go ahead and cut that little plane out. And pop him on there. Nope, that's not what it does. You know, thinking of the sale, the die cutting machines are also on sale right now. Both the large and the mini, and the boho blue die cutting machine is still in the online store, and that one is also discounted 10%. So if you've been thinking about a machine, or maybe you want to replace your old Big Shot, now's the time. Okay. We're going to stamp our clouds onto our background. And I think for the most part, I use the small one, but just scatter them all around. And this is the piece we're going to die cut. And I have to get a look for those, or I might just trim it down, but yours will be die cut. Anything that is not part of the Adventurous Sky bundle, as far as die cutting goes, will be done for you. So you don't have to worry about having the extra dies. But we're just going to trim it down for sake of time at this point. Go. Because my stuff is packed to leave. And it might take me a minute to find that, right? I'm not going to color the planes. I will go ahead and stamp them. But I'm not going to try to color those planes in right now because you saw how difficult that was. Actually, I'll just go ahead and mount this and then I'll do that after the fact. because we'll put a little guy there and we'll put one coming off the edge there. And then I have one last little and no, that's way too much glue. Let's see if I can, there we go. Okay. This is just going to go right in the center of our card base. Right there. To my friend will get stamped in, you could do it in copper clay, you could do it in the balmy blue because it's part of the sky. I chose to do it in the memento because I wanted it to stand out. That's okay, Carol. I appreciate you watching. And then we're just going to add one embellishment at the very top. In the corner. There we go. So pretend those other little planes are on there. That one was more challenging for me than I think I realized it was going to be today. And again, if you're just tuning in or you don't understand why I'm saying that, I have lost the sight in my left eye. Been about just shy of 2 weeks now. Well, I guess maybe 1.5 weeks. It's coming back slowly, but it does make doing things like this a little more challenging. But let me show you all 4 cards that you get. In the class, right? So you get all 4, 2 of each. You're going to receive a full pack of the designer series paper, a half a pack cut to 6x6 of the silver foil. So you'll have plenty of foil to cut out your signage. Well, this will be cut for you and embossed. It'll be cut out of your paper though. So you will have one sheet that has some things cut out of it. And then you'll get to be able to cut your propellers as well. Plus you're going to get the embellishments. And then enough to make 8 cards. Oh, thank you, Deborah. I appreciate it. Sorry, it was a little shaky today, but we'll get back. We will get back. I've no doubt. Appreciate you guys watching. If you give me a thumbs up, and if you're not a follower, I'd really appreciate that as well, as that does help YouTube know that you want to see more. And thanks for commenting. I will be giving away a product next time we're together, which hopefully will be next Tuesday. And since this is a paid class, I don't give the cards away, but I'll give away a product next week. So make sure, even if you're watching after the fact, you're commenting, giving me a thumbs up, sharing, following. Okay. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your week and be safe. I will be gone until next Tuesday. So have a good one. Bye.